Well, how's it going, everybody out there? It's been a long time, been a while since I've been on here. So I wanted to give a little update because of, I've just been missing. I've been gone for almost a whole month. Um, so I'm just kind of giving a little update on life. And I've got some stuff here that I haven't opened. Um, this is a good example of how disconnected I've been from the card world and everything in general. I haven't even opened my Secret Santa gift. So I've had this Secret Santa gift for about a month and a half, and I haven't opened this. So I'm gonna open this up. I'm gonna open up a box of Allen and Ginter while I kind of just talk. So in early December, my mom got sick, just kind of like a normal kind of cold that got progressively worse over just the course of just a few days. I guess I should preface that also by saying that my mom has multiple sclerosis. She's had MS about 20 years, I'd say. Somewhere right around there, like right around that 20-year mark, I think. So, yeah, so I took care of my mom for a long time. I lived with her for a long time, and I took care of her all the way up until the time that she sold her house. That was probably about 7 years ago. And when she sold her house, she moved in with my sister all the way in Washington. We've always lived here in California, but my sister moved to Washington when she got married. And so my mom moved in with her, and I was okay with that because my sister was taking care of her. My sister's a very capable person, very smart, very educated. My sister's a great person. So that was all very cool. Just giving a couple waves to you guys who are joining in here. But yeah, eventually it got to the point where my mom deteriorated enough that my sister really couldn't take care of her anymore. So she had to move back here to California. And she moved back in with me and with my family. By the way, I don't know who this is from. I do not know who this came from, but I love it already. I love that Merry Christmas. But very cool. I like it. But anyways, yeah, my mom moved back with us. Before me and my wife bought the house that we're in now. My mom lived with us back then for a little while, for only about a week, because we just didn't have space for her. So she had to get her own apartment, and I traveled back and forth. Luckily, it was only a couple miles, about 3 miles or so difference between our old house and where my mom's apartment was. Oh wow, wow, we got a lot of cool stuff. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, look at this. Um, right off the bat, what I see is this. Totally distracted, by the way. But my son's name is Revan. And there's a Darth Revan PSA 9. That's very cool. So that's pretty cool. But anyways, we got my mom an apartment, and she lived there. She couldn't take care of herself. She couldn't do anything. Just kind of like how she is now. I mean, she's just, if you know anything about MS, it doesn't get better. Things only get worse. So things got worse. Like she can't do anything for herself basically, other than walk small distances. She can walk, from her bedroom to the living room, which is maybe 40 feet. You know, she could do that at least when she first started coming. When we first moved into this house, she could do that. And she could walk to the bathroom, which is right. She has her own bathroom, so she has her own bathroom right outside of her bedroom. So, so she could do that, and she could go to the bathroom on her own, which is important because I can't do that for her. I mean, any son doesn't want to do that for their mom, you know. Um, it's just it's wildly uncomfortable because I do have to lift her into the shower, but she wears a robe, so thank goodness for that. But Very cool. Love that Darth Revan. That's so cool. I have like 20 of these, by the way, also. Like raw ones. I have none graded, so that's like my first graded one. I love it. Very cool. Big thank you again to whoever sent this to me. I don't know who it was. It just said Secret Santa on the thing. But anyways, that's kind of like where we were at, is that, she can't do much for herself at all, basically. So in early December, she got sick. It got really bad to the point where she couldn't basically move. Like, she couldn't move at all. And so that's a struggle, obviously. My mom's not a big lady. She's a pretty small, pretty petite lady. But, when it's 100 and maybe 10, 115 pounds of just completely dead weight that you're trying to lift onto a toilet or lift off of a toilet, it's too much. So I ended up having to take her to the emergency room. I believe that was like maybe December 9th, December 10th, something like that. And yeah, that's basically how this whole last month and a half started. Is we took her to the emergency room. I explained from the very beginning. I have to say, I live in the high desert of California, which is not the most desirable place in California to live. That's, obvious. Everybody wants to live in Santa Monica or, downtown or something like that. One of the fancy neighborhoods. Unfortunately, some of them are burning right now. But, I live in the high desert. I live up here because we needed to buy a house, a bigger house, so that my mom could live with us. That's what precipitated us moving. If it wasn't for my mom moving back here, we wouldn't be in this house that we're in right now. So, so yeah. Anyways, like I said, not the most desirable area in California. We are not exactly attracting the best doctors in the country. You know what I mean? So when I took her to the hospital, took her to the emergency room, I took her on, I think it was a Monday night. We went like maybe 5, 6 o'clock in the evening, and we waited all night. Like, all night. We didn't get out of the waiting room until 10 o'clock the next morning. She didn't get a bed until about noon. So it was terrible from the get-go. But anyways, she did get checked in. She got admitted into the hospital. They started treating her with antibiotics. They couldn't really say what was wrong with her other than it was an infection. These are cool, by the way. Lou Campanella, Teoscar Hernandez, Pink Stadium Clubs. Trying to do a little bit of everything here. Oh, that's a cool Mookie too. X-Fractor from Allen and Ginter. But yeah, it was a really bad situation from the beginning. And her being that she couldn't do anything. She was at the point where she couldn't move. Like, she could barely lift her arms. It was just bad. It was awful. It looks like a Dodgers complete set from Stadium Club. Very cool. Hey, a Gavin Lux hot dog. No longer a Dodger, but I do love the hot dog parallels. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of struggling through this. I didn't think about what I was going to say. I just kind of wanted to get on here and just maybe vent a little, and maybe just kind of, like I said, let you guys know what's going on and why I've been absent for the past month. But anyways, like I said, the hospital didn't go great. Eventually, they couldn't figure out what was wrong with her. They're treating her with antibiotics. She started to get a little bit better, but she only stayed in the hospital for like 3 days, and then they moved her to a skilled nursing facility. And this is where the shit really hit the fan. Is it's an atrocity that they even call this place that she's at a skilled nursing facility, because I have not seen one person have any type of skill at all while she's been there. I mean, the customer service, if you can call it that, is terrible. They basically call her a liar because they have not given her medicine. My mom doesn't take a lot of medicine. She takes an injection for her MS, and she takes a thyroid pill. I don't know anything about that. But that's like the two medicines that she takes. Two medicines, an injection and a thyroid pill. They wouldn't let me bring her thyroid medicine because they said they have it and that they use their own stock. Her injections, on the other hand, are a custom order kind of thing. These things are like 10 grand a month, I think, something like that. Maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more, but it's like $10,000 a month for her MS medicine. And luckily, she's in a program for low income people that, she only has to pay a small portion of that, because otherwise, I mean, her and me, my whole family would be broke, because there's no way we're affording $10,000 a month in medication. But yeah, I bring her shots, and they have to stay refrigerated, so I only bring a few at a time, and I've been bringing her shots. She takes them 3 times a week, and yeah, like they are not giving her medicine, and then when she says, "Hey, I didn't get my medicine," they basically call her a liar and say, "Oh, come on, you did. Yeah, you got your medicine. Like we gave that to you," and they're not. I mean, they're just blatantly not giving her the stuff that she needs. She needs physical therapy, obviously, to try and get back on her feet so she can walk the short distances that she was able to walk before. And there's been days when they just don't show up for physical therapy. They just don't do it. Um, it's really hard. It's really hard to listen to these kind of things and see them happening, and have people, when I go in there and I talk to them, have them essentially lie to my face as well and say, "Oh, this is happening and that's happening." And then she tells me that's not happening, you know? And me as her primary caregiver, it weighs on me a lot because I feel like it's my responsibility that she's taken care of, you know? And and as someone who's supposed to be taking care of her, I feel helpless. I feel very helpless that I can't make sure she's taken care of in the way that she needs to be taken care of. And me and my mom have a difficult relationship too. Like, she's annoying as hell. She is so fucking annoying. But I have that responsibility. I have that responsibility as her caretaker, and when that is taken away from me, essentially, that I can't give her the care that she needs, and knowing she's not getting the care that she needs, it's difficult. And that has basically led to why I haven't been active in the past month. Gotta catch my breath here for a second. So yeah, the place that she's at, it sucks. I've actually filed a complaint with the Better Business Bureau against them. I've requested meetings with her case manager, her social worker, nurse, doctor. There's like 4 or 5 physical therapists, occupational therapists, all of this stuff. I've requested meetings and they never get back to me. It's just a bad situation. And and I've really struggled with it. You can probably hear it in my voice. I've really struggled because I've taken care of her for a long time. My sister took care of her for, I don't know, about 5 years probably. She was with my sister about 5 years, but my sister's older than me. My sister's in her 50s, and it's hard for my sister, who is also a petite lady, hard for my sister to take care of my mom the way that she needs to it. So that's what precipitated her coming back to California to live with us. And anyways, Um, the ironic thing is, just to kind of like highlight everything, right before I hopped on here to do this, I got a phone call from the facility that said that her insurance is no longer going to provide for her, that she's getting kicked out of the facility on Saturday. Which is good news and bad news, because it's good news that she's out of that fucking horrible place where they've also, she got COVID in this place. This is supposed to be a medical facility, and I'm not a medical person. I don't know much about that kind of stuff. But my wife does. My wife is the head of ultrasound in the hospital that she works at. And I know that there's a lot of procedures, there's a lot of stuff in place to prevent the spread of COVID. And they ended up with, I think, like 5 patients or something like that, and like 5 or 6 or 7 nurses or something like that, that ended up all getting COVID. And I had to go there one time when my mom, was positive for COVID, to drop off more MS injections for her. And I walked in there. The first thing I did is grab a mask. They have a box of masks right out, like right inside the front door. So I did that. I didn't have any on myself because, people don't really wear masks anymore. Um, I guess to their own detriment. But I put a mask on immediately. I walked in. Not one worker there was wearing a mask, knowing that they have COVID in the facility. Not one person wearing a mask. So, yeah, it's just been one thing after another for literally over a month. And yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen now. Like I said, she's supposed to be getting physical therapy so she can go to the bathroom on her own. That's all I ask of her. Is, look, you have to be able to go to the bathroom on your own. I cannot wipe my mom. You know what I mean? Like, that sounds gross, because it is gross. I can't do certain things. I just cannot do it. So, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen now. Like I said, if not to highlight exactly the problems that I've been going through for the past month, it had to happen in the last 30 minutes. That they call me and say that she's getting kicked out on Saturday. So I don't know what I'm going to do now. I really don't know. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm probably about done venting, ranting, whatever you want to say it is that I'm doing. But it's been really tough. Been really, really tough. Mini Robin Yount, by the way. There's a dog. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I've tried to do things. Like I said, I've filed a complaint with the Better Business Bureau, and they say that the facility is supposed to respond to that. And I'm worried that maybe that's why they're kicking her out, is because I did that. I don't know. But that's kind of where I'm at right now. What is that? Let's see. What do we think this is? I have no idea. A flea? Armadillo. Armadillo X-ray. So, man. But one thing I wanted to say is I do appreciate everything that everybody's done here to kind of just offer up support. I know I haven't responded to anybody, but I have gotten the notifications that, this person, that person sent me messages. And I do want to kind of highlight a couple people that have really said nice things and have really been supportive throughout everything. And Frank, you know who you are, Frank Riz. Absolutely nothing but positive stuff. Makes me tear up, to be perfectly honest. Just the nice, kind things that people say. Frank, Hazy, Noop. I can't even think of everybody, Hikes, Pierce. Dry Stat, Mantle Martyr. I know you've been a little concerned. Appreciate that. Mundane Trainer, E Kool Aid. I mean, I can't name everybody. I really can't. But I do appreciate everything that you guys have said. Even if I've been the one who's kind of ghosted you, I do appreciate it. I hope you guys. I hope you guys realize that. It's just it's a wonderful community. I'm glad to be a part of it. I'm happy that I've helped build it in some kind of small way. But I'll tell you what, it does feel good to open some cards because I have literally not opened anything in, a month. But I don't know what I'd do if it wasn't for all the people on here saying nice things and supporting and honestly helping me get back on my feet because it's not easy when you feel helpless. I don't know if anybody else there is out there has suffered from depression, but here's something that I don't talk about. When I was in high school, I I can't even think. Was it maybe my sophomore year? But I didn't go to school for about 2 months, and I couldn't even tell you why. Like there wasn't a reason. There wasn't like I wasn't getting bullied. I had friends. I had great friends. I still have great friends. Like I said, very happy to have more through this community now. But I was severely depressed in high school, and I don't know why. I mean, I guess Jesus Christ, I guess I'm a therapist now, but I guess it probably had to do with my relationship with my dad because my dad's a real turd. Put my mom through hell, put me through hell, my brother, my sister, put a lot of people through hell. And I didn't go to school for 2 months. Like I literally didn't get out of my bed. You know, I couldn't. I can't tell you what there was, but there was a weight on me that I just could not lift off. And it was tough. It was rough. And I feel for anybody who's gone through that and is currently going through it. And I got to say that what I'm going through now is not that bad. I'm lucky that I have my kids. I have to get up every day. I have to do things. I have to take care of my kids. My wife works full time. I'm the stay at home dad. I'm the caretaker for my mom. I've got this amazing voice that you guys love hearing. Um, I have to keep going now. And I always did that for my kids, but once they went back to school, early January, January 6th, I believe they went back to school. It's just me here at home alone, and it's been hard. It's been hard to find that motivation to get up and do things. And it's kind of made me feel like I felt in high school. And I like I said, I don't want to have that feeling again. It's not easy. It's hard. And like I said, it's you guys out there. This baseball card community has you guys are the ones who are kind of giving me a kick in the butt and getting me back up. And I appreciate it. Really do. So let's finish off these packs. There's a J Rod. Finish off a couple cards. Maybe we can find something nice. But yeah, I have to say just big thank you. Big thank you to you guys for having my back and just saying nice things because that's something in the world that I think we're just sorely lacking is just kindness. thoughtfulness, consideration. I say that a lot. I tell my kids that all the time is, hey, look at that. There's a new Hall of Famer. I tell my kids that that's what the world is missing, is just consideration, being nice to each other. Stuff like that doesn't happen all the time. Not these days. When I was a substitute teacher, I tried to stress that upon people a lot too, is, just be nice. Just be nice. Ooh, is this a red tater tots parallel? No, it's not. But yeah, like I said, I honestly, I don't know where I'd be without the support of a lot of you guys. Like I said, Frank, Hazy, Noop. I know I've talked to Noop quite a bit about, just stuff. And, yeah, I appreciate it. You guys are great. And, I hope that I can be, great with you guys. Back to being great in the near future. Look at this. Oh, Jackie. Very cool. 2 Chrome Minis right there in the last pack. One of which is a Jackie Robinson. Very cool. Definitely a PC for me, as you all know. What is this? Turtlehead? Cougar. Who doesn't love a cougar? I don't know this guy. Middle child vibes. Oh, check that out. A relic. Ronald Acuna base relic. Not a base in the sense of running the bases, but base as in a numbered. Heh, that's pretty cool. Unexpected. Unexpected. Very cool. Well, I guess that's about it. I don't know what else I can say. Like I said, I probably said more than I intended to say. But all I can say is thank you. You guys are great. I do appreciate everything. I see that there's a bunch of comments here, and I don't really want to scroll up and start reading them and waste time and everything, but just the fact that you guys sat through this and listened to me and everything, I appreciate it. Like I said, I can't say enough how much I appreciate you guys and the support that you've given me and just everything. So yeah, getting back to cards though, I had the 40 boxes of 206 that I did right before Christmas, right before I went to Vegas before Christmas for like a day and a half. Well, I finally got that sorted. That literally sat on my desk until Monday. And then Monday, my kids had the day off for MLK Junior Day. They kind of hung out. They were both well behaved for a change. So I started sorting that on Monday. I finished it up last night because it took a while because I hand wrote on Post-its kind of the rarity of the cards because they're very difficult to find. And I was just trying to help out and kind of the people who were in that break, let them know what they got. So I do have that sorted. I'm going to start sending stuff out. I know a lot of people have requested shipping. I will get things shipped out as soon as I possibly can. I have lots of boxes. I have a great break that I have planned that I can hopefully put up. I was planning on doing it maybe Friday or Saturday, but seeing how my mom is most likely going to be coming home on Friday or Saturday, I'm probably going to put that on the back burner again. But everything's going to start happening again. So again, just thank you all. I appreciate those of you who hopped in here live, listened to me, and yeah, that's about it. So much love to all of you guys. I don't have any weed to smoke right now. That's another thing that I've really been missing is growing. But I plan on taking a trip out to Houston over spring break to visit my 22-year-old son who lives out there. We haven't seen him in almost 2 years. So I can't start a grow knowing that I'm going to be gone for 10 days or something like that, because then my plants are just going to die. But after spring break, I'll have a new grow going, new breaks hopefully next week. And up until then, I hope you guys stay safe. I hope you guys are out there staying happy. Um, I will respond to all the DMs and everything in time. Just please be patient with me. And other than that, I love you all. Okay, so have a great day. Have a great everything. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Much appreciated. Thumbs up. Take it easy, guys. Bye.